I have a really good friend that lives here, and she actually wanted me to come into her store today. We're at Red Dress now, so I'm excited. This is an event that's going to take place really soon, so it should be really fun. I'm excited. I loved UGA. It was the best 4 years of my life, and I was a Chi-O, and other than that, I just had the best friends, and my major was broadcast news and psychology, so I studied hard in both of those, and really just was loving life when I was here. Athens, Georgia is the best place on earth. Because I was a broadcast news major here, it definitely helped me on the show so much. I was just more comfortable in front of the camera, more comfortable speaking, more comfortable with them in my face 24/7, so I felt like I kind of had a leg up on some people, so it was good.
Did they give you lessons, like how to talk in front of the camera? Or
Not really. So we, they're called ITMs, and we went into our ITM, and they just basically are pretty much standing where you are now and ask us questions like it was, you know, a normal thing. And yeah, I mean, we weren't prepped really with how to speak. So I attribute basically my broadcast news major to, I guess, somewhat to how well I did on camera. Life post-Bachelor is good. It is really good. I actually just moved from DC to LA, and it's a whole new world over there. It's like a different country. And I don't know, home to me is the East Coast, so it's going to be really difficult to get used to it. But I mean, I'm sure California life is awesome. I will just never be a true California girl. I just like the South too much, so it should be interesting. I'm trying to do something in entertainment broadcasting, something in hosting or entertainment corresponding. So I've been having some meetings lately, and we'll see where it goes. Fingers crossed, so I'm excited. Biggest takeaway, there was a few. I would say one of them was it allowed me to open up more emotionally. So I noticed that right when I came back. You know, I was ready to talk about my feelings more, which, you know, is something that I wouldn't have normally a problem doing, but it almost was second nature to me. It just came more natural. And then another one was, even though the end goal didn't work out of Sean and being engaged, which is now totally fine, I came away with a lot of good friends, and it was a pleasant surprise because I went in there, you know, being like, how am I going to handle 25 women? Like, this is going to be excruciatingly painful. But I really came away with a lot of lifelong friends. So I talked to Kathryn on a daily basis, a weekly basis. She's really great. And I talked to Daniela a lot, to Robin a lot, Selma some, Sarah some. So I mean, we all pretty much keep in touch. We had an event in LA this past weekend for a charity event, so we all got together and had like a mini reunion, so it was fun.
Not Tiara?
No. Tiara was nowhere to be found.
Good.
Yeah.
Was she as bad in the show?
Yeah, she was just so hard to get along with. She just, like, she had no social skills, which is unfortunate because I feel like, you know, she could be a really nice person, but she just, I think, was young and naive and wasn't ready for something like that.
How do you feel about her, like, engagement that she
Is it a rock? Is it cubic zirconium? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's true. I don't know anything about him. I don't know if he's a great guy or, you know, anything about his character, but I know her character, and I'm sure they're somewhat similar.
Sorry for anyone who would. Which one?
Yeah, so you and me both. I know, I feel bad for her. That's the thing. I take pity on her because my hope is that she came away with you know, something like going through The Bachelor with learning something, you know, hopefully that made her a bigger person somehow, or, you know, I don't know, cast her into the real world and made her grow up a little bit more, because she needs to. Absolutely, yeah, I've had so many people ask me if they should go on, and my answer is an astounding absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I had the best time, no regrets at all, but I think it takes a special person to do it. I think it takes somebody like strong mentally and physically. I mean, you're traveling so much, you don't sleep a lot, and you know, you have to find ways to rise above the drama because there is so much, and cameras are always on you, and you have to be able to deal with that. So if you're okay with all of that, then I would say definitely do it, but it's a lot to take in. No real reality TV plans I don't think I want to go through life being a reality TV star. I think 10 years down the road, I want to be, somebody hosting or doing entertainment corresponding instead of, oh, that girl that was once on The Bachelor, So that's the goal in life.
Did they ever ask you to be the next Bachelorette?
They never asked me officially. I was asked about it, and we talked a little bit about it, but I was never officially asked, no. It would have been such a cool opportunity, but it worked out better in the long run. I have a very loving boyfriend now, so I would have had to give all that up, which I would have probably not done. So I'm glad I didn't have to make the decision, And he lives in Dallas, Texas, and it kind of all started when I was kicked off The Bachelor. I went to Dallas to go see my best friend for her birthday, and she kind of wanted to set us up for a while, so he came, and it all went from there, and he's so great, and I'm so happy. So, I mean, it's hard. They give you a packing list when you first leave for the show, but it's anything from, winter to summer to hiking boots to swimsuits to long jackets, stuff like that. And so it's almost impossible to fit in 3 to 4 suitcases. I mean, you just can't. So you have to pick and choose, and you go into it, of course, with the notion that you're going to stay until the very end. So you're lugging around all of this, cross country and doing all that. But I mean, it's hard. I shopped a little bit, but I have great friends with great closets, so I borrowed a lot of stuff too, which I'm so thankful for. So yeah, I mean, that was difficult because you're constantly living out of a suitcase, and but they're great. I mean, there's steamers around and all that kind of stuff, so they don't make it too terribly difficult. I tried to do something in broadcast right after graduation, and I'm sure y'all will soon find out that it is so impossible to get a job in the industry. I mean, it's just so competitive. And if you're not willing to start in a really, really small market, then it's probably time to possibly find another career path. So I went on a little detour to DC and did the political thing, which I feel like you can kind of tie into anything. I mean, I think my political background will help me in broadcasting. Maybe not in the entertainment world, but it's quite possible that I could start out doing something in politics and broadcasting and merging the two fields together, and maybe that's something to where I could get into it because that's my niche and that's how I can be different. So we'll see how it works out. Fingers crossed, though. Oh man, finding love. I feel like it almost comes at the most random times. I mean, it's kind of a cliche, but when you're least expecting it, it'll come. I mean, I got kicked off The Bachelor, and 3 weeks later, I literally found my boyfriend that I'm with now, and I'm madly in love, and couldn't be happier. So I think it really comes when you're least expecting it. You can't go looking for it. I mean, it can work out on a show. I believe in the process of The Bachelor because I'm such good friends with Kathryn, and I know she's so happy with Sean, and they're going to work out. So while I believe in that process, it just didn't work out for me, and that's fine.